area, of course, is a dry land, but what we then made sure we do, we pump water into that. It's actually, we are creating a dam, it's a weir, and we made sure that also the community gets to benefit from the water. There are bowls that are drilled from that other side where the communities and the cows which are from this side could also drink from it. But we made sure now, we are making sure now that we, by all means, try and build it completely in such a way that it doesn't have spillovers whenever there is rainy season that we could harvest from. But bowls are the ones that are maintaining it when we pump water into it. We face, I wouldn't want to magnify them. They're not challenges per se. It's just 2 or 3 people who can be tribal about the fact that, you know, youths can come into something. Those are the little challenges we face. And sometimes we used to have a challenge of, you know, having the ministry delaying on our paperwork, but it's very interesting to know that when the president declared those things sometimes 6 months ago, that we should, he declared for everyone. I can't say there was a challenge because those things were then waved out. So the challenge we only face could be a tribal challenge where it's a minor challenge where you have people that will be jealous to say, how can youth do such a big project in such a place, and etc. like that. But the rest, when it comes to building, I think it's a challenge with everyone. And it's when you say you don't have enough money to build, it means you don't understand the vision you want to do. So we will not pride ourselves and say we do have the money completely to build, but it's a challenge that everyone faces, and it's a journey that is interesting to testify after the completion of the buildings. It's not necessarily to say we prefer to work with youth. We also have adults that are there from around, I think the oldest that works here and that works in most of our programs is around 72. But yes, the reason why we're taking youths is because we are trying to fight we're also part of fighting very seriously the issue of drug abuse in this country. And one of the reasons why we then opted to say, let's do something for the youth, because most of the times social media tends to turn a bad image about our country, where they are being told that there are no jobs. They're not being told that they need to practice things that are relevant to our time in order to obtain the jobs that they need. In time past, our forefathers used to be taught accounting and things like that could remove them from the actual thing that could bring the economy or drive the economy further. So we then thought it is wise for us to achieve that through the youths by empowering them with the rightful skills. Because when I was growing up, my father used to tell me I should go and do accounting because he saw his friend doing accounting. I'm sure even my sisters were told to go into all the other things that they saw other people doing, but we were not taught the real core of saying, no, you need to learn how to fix cars, you need to learn how to fix certain things on your own and do agriculture. So we encourage through what we're doing, the youth especially. That's why we drive along that line. All right. Where we are right now, it's we call this area Palm Place. It's in Sharona Park, and one of the things that we did was we identified the land which we acquired under state to build a lodge. But then there was a weir which was present that we then had to rebuild and pump up water so that it can be a dam that helps facilitate, especially in there are communities which are around here, which also we felt like they could benefit from other projects that we could do as a hotel, such as if we put fish, they could harvest that, because we had said when the time of harvest comes, the communities would benefit in a way where they would get the fish at a very cheaper price to resell to the communities around. And then we also have some recreational activities, such as we're still constructing where we put some boats. We also do some dam walk where we did a wall here. We are making sure that we create more job opportunities for the communities especially. So this land, when we acquired it last year to build, we then engaged also the communities that are from this area, which is Sharona Park. And they got to clear also the land. And we have been creating jobs, should I say, from this side. Yes, the construction is also taking a bit of a time, not because the resources are there to build, but the fact that we do everything under what we do everything according to what the law could be saying, especially the buildings. They need to be inspected from time to time as we're building. So basically just us eat this side, but there's also another place where we're doing agricultural side, where we have also have about a number of 23 youths that are fully employed here, that are also into agricultural sector, where we are doing sialima according to seasons with the youths. But at the same time, we have a bar, and like I said, there's a hideout where we're doing a recreational site where people could come and just chill, and weddings could be done here as well. And then we also have rooms. By July, the end of July, there will be about 30 that are being constructed currently, which would also accommodate visitors that will be coming from around the place. Yeah, that's just all. What's really driving this whole place, to us, it is a big project, is the ways that were directly inspired by our President, His Excellency, when we met him. He told us simple words that we always heard him saying. He says, Nika inovakwa neve nevayo. He made us understand through those words that it is our responsibility, especially to be partakers of a vision that he has of making sure that we as Black African Zimbabwean people are empowered to have projects that seemingly are impossible. When when you're growing up, it will be difficult to know that a 30-year-old can actually be one of the directors that own a facility of this magnitude. But it is because the president makes sure that no one should be left, no stone should be left, no one should be left behind, should I say. He also even says that, at one time when we were acquiring this land, it was difficult, I would say. It was very difficult to even get the paperwork done. But I remember there was one time the president said, we used that statement actually, when he said opportunities must be given to all, and that those who are in the ministries should not be partial when it comes to offering such letters. We then took that and went and said, hey, the president said, we are supposed, as youths, we're supposed to do this. That's how we got the area. So yes, in other words, the president has been playing a very pivotal role in inspiring us to continue to build, because there are people, of course, here and there that would want to fight such projects. But the president's words always encourage us, and he is a man who is approachable, and he's a man whom, whenever we have problems, we could actually go to him and cry and say, Father, we have this and this and this. And we are not in any place of structures to be meeting him, but he accommodates and he welcomes everyone. That's how he is, and we are inspired. That's how we come up with such projects. Thank you.
All right, and then Lapa must kind of put also again how much so far?
So far, I've gone to over 150,000. It was a bush, like a real bush, 150,000 US dollars. I think it is actually more than that, but we are talking plus or minus. Building, like I said, building material is there, and that money we have worked so hard over the years to raise. But yeah, so far that's what has happened. We cleared the ground. I think even if anyone who is in such industry could understand that clearing the whole area and making sure that you do foundations and set, it really costs a lot.
And then do you have a budget? How much is it?
Yes. From our budget, which is very simple, like I said, because there are just 30 rooms and bar and hall and a whole lot of landscaping. We are looking forward to say, no, the budget which is now left is give or take around $60,000 to $70,000, which we work to raise differently by doing poetry business and agriculture, to raise such money to help facilitate our project to grow.